Welcome back everyone to Video Games Monthly Monday. And as always, we'll be using our highly advanced grading system to see just how good this month's box really is. So starting off, we got a 1-up card this month, which is always appreciated because you can never have too many of those. Let's go ahead and get the only Japanese N64 game we got this month. Some Baseball Game 2000. Yeah, I got another game in this series a while back. If you didn't see that video, I talked about how I couldn't hit a ball to save my life. But guess what? This time I could actually hit the ball. I don't know if the other game was like this, but you have to watch the catcher's glove and match the position of the bat to hit the ball, which for me was kind of awkward. But anyway, I've said it before, I'm not a big sports guy, so I'm not the best critic. I'll give it a C. Next up, we got Dragon Quest II on the Famicom. If you can't tell, I'm playing the American version here because, well, I can't read Japanese. And I've mentioned it before, but I'm not a big fan of turn-based style combat, which is sad because I do love the concept of RPGs. The adventure, leveling up, gaining new items to help along the way, but if it's not an action RPG, I just can't bear it. Again, not the best critic for this game. I'll give it a C. Also on the Famicom, we got Gradius. What's there to say? It's Gradius, or Gradius, however you pronounce it. I suck at this game in pretty much any shooter, but I always have a good time with this one. I'll give it a B. Moving on, we got Stargate on the Sega Genesis. Now I gotta admit the label is not in the best condition, but what I love about retro game collecting is this. On the back there's a property of Movie Time Video Rentals in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. If you're watching this and you grew up in this area, did you ever rent movies or games from this place? Let me know. This is a movie that I didn't actually watch until a few years ago. And I really missed out as a kid. I loved the concept of the movie and I still think it holds up to this day. I actually stumbled upon this game a while ago on my EverDrive and I wasn't quite sure how I felt about it. It can be kind of confusing and I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do. The controls are kind of weird. I didn't check to see if you could change the controls, but I really should have changed jump to the C button. This is one of those games where most enemies are too short for you to hit while you're standing. It's not the worst game in the world, and I haven't played much of it, but it does appear to be somewhat faithful to the movie. I'll give it a C. Last up, we got XMen II on the Sega Genesis. This is a game I do remember renting from time to time. I played the first game quite a bit as a kid, but it would typically end in frustration. Also, why does this game just kind of begin? There's no start menu or nothing. It's weird. But then again, we're talking about a game series where the first game required you to restart your Genesis at one point. I've always had a hard time figuring out where to go. The levels are kind of like a maze, and it's hard to tell where you've been because there's not much variety in the level design. I will say the game controls pretty well. I do love the different abilities that each character possesses, and it does add some variety in the gameplay. I do have a lot of nostalgia for this game. It's not the best game in the world, but it's by far not the worst. If anything, I'd say it's better than the first game. I'll give it a B. With that being said, rounded down, that gives us a score of C. Pretty average month, but I'm okay with that. Well, anyway guys, thanks again for watching. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you again next time.